how's it going? Happy Thursday. Welcome to Change Your Life, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden. Hope you guys having a fantastic Thursday. We've got a great show planned for you tonight. Tonight we're going to be discussing don't waste time talking to people who won't listen.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
I'm about to book up my title. You got a different one on my piece on my little notes.
Yeah.
Like, don't waste about to say something else. Don't waste time arguing with people that won't listen. And it's actually a remix of a show we did before, but I really felt like the information was needed again because of different things that's going on. You got a lot of things that people are doing. Let me do a little equipment check. I do a little quick equipment check. But again, I think the information is really needed. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. It's going to be real informative with tonight's show. I want you guys to make sure that if you're looking at us via Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, you guys are really interacting on the chat, with everything and stuff. So, again, I appreciate you tuning in. Again, it's Change Live, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden. Before we get started, so what's up to my awesome producers, DJ Lab and Slick 316.
What's going on? One more Thursday.
Hey,
Last
man.
one of the month, right?
Best time. Last Thursday.
That's right.
Last Thursday of the month and everything. Also got a special guest, my son, William B. Hi. Definitely not from the west side. Hi. My baby boy.
Right.
Just to recap the previous week, we still in the pandemic. Nothing changed. Hope you guys are practicing your social distancing. You're wearing your mask, washing your hands, and not arguing with everybody. Not clubbing too hard and everything. It's odd because you go right by places, some restaurants and stuff like that. Like, I know damn well they're not social distancing.
Because they pack, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, man.
Hey.
But I can dig it, man. That was interesting. I read an article in the Atlanta Business Chronicle the other day. They were talking about how so many restaurants were going out of business or struggling to stay in business because they have these new restrictions and guidelines in terms of just keeping a sterile environment.
Right.
That they had to acquire those costs.
Right.
Just to stay open, from the, just having from a sanitation standpoint, and taking into consideration, they've already had to reduce the capacity of customers that come in.
Mm-hmm.
Your overhead's still the same. Really, a lot of them just struggling just to break even.
Yeah.
And everything. What's going on, Sunshine Coast, Coast Cons? I'm sorry I mispronounced it. I appreciate you guys tuning in again this week and everything. I'm always working the boards with Instagram and everything, so I appreciate everybody tuning in to Instagram. Also, I want to tell everybody, and I'm on the fence, today is supposed to be the last day of free advice.
Right.
I may be thinking about extending it.
Okay.
Only because I had a lot of people been reaching out to me on Mr. Short Dollar.
Oh, okay.
And everything, but I'm thinking about it, but going to do a coin toss later on.
Heads or tails.
Heads or tails, and we'll go from there and everything. But again, we've been giving out free 10-minute sessions since the month of April to everybody. Some people taking advantage of it, and if you have, great. But again, we may still be doing it. Sunshine Coast Consulting. There you go. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you guys continuously tuning in. I hope you enjoy the show tonight. Again, that's supposed to end tonight for the free advice sessions and everything. But I'm still thinking about it because I do think there's a lot of people out there. Normally we do $75 for 35 minutes and $100 an hour. But I can tell you now by the 15th of August, we are going to have a rate change, and it ain't going down.
Yeah, I know that's right.
But I am looking at still offering no 10-minute sessions out to everybody. So just be on the lookout for that. I want you guys to make sure your kids, school is probably starting for most of the Metro Atlanta schools. I don't know anything about nationwide even through the state. But just want you guys to make sure, you had the show last week, how to prepare your kids to go to school virtually. You guys are kind of going through some of them guidelines as far as getting all the systems, the equipment, and everything together. Make sure you have good communication with your child's school system in regards to free, if you need it, free equipment or free assistance that they may have. If you need assistance with meals or anything like that, make sure you have those things set up. A lot of schools are giving out free laptops, pads. They're actually giving out hotspots as well. They should have different companies that are available also to give, meals out. So make sure you're being very proactive right now because, like I said, again, the next couple of weeks, kids to be getting ready to go to school. So if your kid or you need any kind of assistance in anything, make sure you guys reaching out, getting that stuff taken care of.
Okay.
The next thing, the great Herman Cain passed today.
Mm.
Here's the thing with Herman Cain. I've been a Herman Cain fan for a very, very long time. Herman Cain, for people who don't know, he's a Republican conservative businessman, and he was a long time show with Neil Bortz. He was another radio conservative. Herman Cain was probably the most brilliant people that I've ever even ran across, even heard anything about it. And I will say this: I think he was probably the only person I felt could have beat Barack Obama.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. He's a brilliant man. It's just that, the Republican Party just didn't want no black man running a ticket.
Mm.
But he was the only one that I felt could be, he was a brilliant mind, and he's just the wrong color for that party.
No.
But I really believe he was the only person that I felt had a capacity to beat Barack Obama, and also, was competent enough to do it.
Mm.
Brilliant man and everything. But yeah, sad to say he passed today, man. But if you're not familiar with Herman Cain, just Google that man and even look at some of the old shows he had with Neil Bortz and stuff like that. That was genius. I think he was what was that? It was a pizza company.
Yeah,
I forget.
He owned a pizza company.
Yeah, you
Started
see
off with a pizza company.
Started off a pizza company. I think was he with NASA? I wonder though. He was.
I don't know about the NASA part, but I do know he owned a pizza company. I forget what they call Mr. Something Pizza.
Yeah. He was CEO of a pizza company, but I think he was a chemist or some kind of scientist with NASA, one of those big federal agencies. I mean, just a super mind. I mean, he was conservative, but again, it's just But he also was black. He didn't forget he was black. But I remember just some of my ads, some smear campaigns.
Right.
Boy, Herman Cain had them women. It was 40, 50. The man was in his 60s. He couldn't remember them damn women from damn 40 years ago. And they just, and I felt they came from his party.
You think so?
Absolutely. I think about guys like Herman Cain, Michael Steele, black men there are in the Republican Party that, and you got some brothers in the Republican Party that, major politicians I'm thinking about, I don't want to say they forgot they're black, but they don't have a lot of black interests.
Okay.
They have a lot of American interests and everything. And again, you are a politician for everyone, but again, you still are black and you know some of the things. But he was, there were two men that I think that were good, brilliant minds, but they still, to me, still knew, okay, we have these issues going on in the community, and both of them, because Mike Steele was the first black president, African-American president of the Republican Party.
Right.
And they got his ass out there in, 90 days?
90 days. They not having that.
Oh, Lord. But, my biggest condolences. I was a big Herman Cain fan. Also, I want you guys to know, we have finalized it this week, probably Friday, and that's why they mentioned it in the show. Me and my brothers of BMU, Black Men United, we're having a candid conversation this Saturday, August 1st, 4 to 7 p.m. At 2051 Metropolitan Parkway. We'll be me and another brother. God forbid, I haven't met the guy before, but he'll be talking the legal piece, and I'll be talking the finance piece.
Okay. And
everything. So, it'll be pretty cool. You get to have different conversations in regards to, like I said, I really don't know the form he's going to speak in terms of the legal piece. I don't even know who's going first or not and everything, But I'll be talking the finance piece, kind of give my spiel on certain things in regards to, personal finance, business, and investing and stuff like that. And then we'll have a big Q&A session and everything. So you guys are welcome to come out, again, this Saturday, August 1st at 2051 Metropolitan Parkway. Again, it's going to be a candid conversation hosted by the brothers of BMU, Black Men United. Super excited about that and everything like that, So, again, I got the finance piece. So if you got your questions and
come
everything, yeah. And don't ask me nothing that you can find out on there. When we getting a stimulus check? Shit. Ask me how many times I got to ask that. When we getting a stimulus check? Right. That's the question of the year.
Right.
Think we're going to get another stimulus check. That's it. What's going on, cuz? My cuz Robert Rowland, the smoothest brother I know and everything. But again, tonight's show is, don't waste time arguing with somebody that's not going to listen. A lot of us are guilty of this. A lot of us are guilty of this. And you know what's funny? I'm just share something. when we did the show previously, the story I gave is kind of like the story in the same. You know, I was talking about a family member that always coming to you talking. I got the same family member.
Same one.
Same shit. Same shit. So we're gonna recap it.
Okay.
You got the family member. You know, they always come to you. You try to talk to them. Well, they initiate stuff to you.
Mm-hmm.
You talk to them. They say, "Listen, don't worry about it. It's my business. You know, stay out of it.
Right.
I got it." Okay. They come to you just talking, and you give a suggestion. I said, I got it.
Right. Right.
Okay, cool. You know, keep your damn problem to yourself. You know, but they come back, you know, like you're just some kind of sounding board.
Like you just wait for their question.
Yeah, like they gave you a copay and they laying on your couch or something. You know what I mean? Ain't no damn Dr. Phil here. But, you know, just telling you everything. You say something, nah, don't worry about it. I got it. What I get told, don't worry, we ain't going to talk about that.
Oh, okay.
Well, shit, you started
You
it.
brought it up.
And bringing up about their lady friend, always arguing with them and doing this, that, and that. But then they'll turn around and they got a vice. Like, man, you drinking too much, man.
Right, right.
You're drinking too much. I don't worry about it. And then they get a problem because I got a little full size bar at my house.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I have a visiting section and a premium section.
Premium cost.
Yeah. Damn, they got a hit, pop him on the hand.
Right, because he keep
Man,
going
yeah,
to
that
premium.
That ain't for you. Go get that Christian Brothers. Go get that E&J.
So he love
Single 7. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
He love premium when it don't cost him nothing, right?
Absolutely.
When it cost them nothing, right? They love that premium when
Just
it's
my
free.
Johnny Walker Blue. No, you don't know what that is. Don't you? Nah, cuz I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about your uncle. I'm talking about your uncle. That's what I'm
Right.
talking about.
You say you talking about
My
me.
cousin, no, talking about your uncle. So, and then, so you sitting there, and you're like, okay, you got a problem, man. You need to chill. And we'll talk about it later. We ain't gonna worry about it. Instead of grabbing your stuff, pouring it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you sit there and you know you want to help people. You want to do that because you know you have friends or family members you close to, you love and everything like that. But again, no matter what you say, they don't want to listen. You get kind of frustrated, and it's easy for people to tell you don't worry about stuff. But you got love, you care for a person, or even sometimes a person, hell, you know, they may ask you for something you said, and I think it's easy for people to tell you don't worry or don't get involved with it, you know, and everything. Till it's your family member, till somebody you care about.
Right.
But again, you're talking to a person that, I mean, communication just one way. It's not, you know, going back and forth. You got to catch yourself. And similar, like last year, ironically,
Right.
pick up your phone. Do-do-do. No, not the do-do-do. I'm sorry. You pick up your phone.
Right.
Hello. You have a call from an inmate from such and such county jail. Huh?
Right.
Will you accept these charges? Charges will be subject to da-da-da-da-da.
Mm.
Yeah, I get a call. I accept. Poachy. Got the DUI. God
Damn.
oh. Bun ain't number 5,000, man. Ain't got no business sitting here all weekend. Come on and get me. That's what I get said. I ain't got no business sitting here all weekend.
You need to come
Yeah.
You need to come get him.
Don't make no sense
Right.
for me to be sitting here all weekend.
You had to look at the phone.
Hey, we ain't gonna talk about that right now. Call me back.
You got to look at the phone go.
I couldn't believe that.
Right.
It don't make no sense for me to be here all weekend. Man, call your girl, man. Let's see what's up.
And he said the ball ain't number 5,000. Come on, get him.
Ain't number 5,000. Hurry up, come get me. Hurry up, come get me. That's what I gotta hurry up and come get me.
You threw out that 5,000 like
Yeah,
it wasn't nothing.
yeah.
If it wasn't nothing,
Yeah.
you got it, right?
Yeah. I ain't said nothing about how they gonna pay you back. I ain't said how's your day.
How would work?
Yeah, instead of talking, you wait for that little magic moment when you only have 30 seconds left on this call. You need to go, hey man, look, well your phone about to hang up. That's that magic time. You know, when you folks call you from jail collect,
Right.
and they just getting on your nerve, you wait
Right.
for that little magic moment.
Right.
There's only 30 seconds left, you know. So, you know, the call will end soon. Make sure you get ready to hang up. I'm like, okay, cool. Man, I got to go, man.
Right.
Call me. Hey, man, just look, only thing you got to do, come down, call these folks and all that. I already talked to the bondsman.
Done.
All right, man. Okay, done.
Done.
And see, that's what the premise of this show is, because I think all of us have been in them situations where you talk to a person, and they don't understand that a lot of times when they make mistakes, their mistakes can impact other people. Because at the end of the day, you know, Lab make a mistake and it affect Lab.
Right.
You know, like, man, Lab shouldn't have did that. You know, whatever. Man, I know I should have bought that screw. I know I should have changed that bulb.
Right.
Now we sitting in the dark or whatever. They ain't that whatever. But when Lab make a decision that, hey, man, I ain't go to work last week and I get paid and I know I got to pay these bills, that affects other people.
Right.
So that's the kind of thing about it. When you make certain decisions or make quote unquote mistakes, and it can affect other people. And what we want to just talk about in the show is to look at the people on the other side that are trying to get a message to people. They're not going to be receptive to it.
Right.
And like I said, we've all been, we all going through it. I know damn well I go through it a lot, just trying to talk to cinder blocks.
Talking to the wall.
Yeah. I don't know if in the military they show the drill sergeants when they're in training, they make them yell at a tree. That's how they they get them training at a tree or a wall to get kind of used to just yelling. That's why when they get them soldiers' face, they just they used, but that's how they have them stand in front of walls and stuff.
Okay. The whole time.
Yeah, so it's just ingrained in you to do it.
Okay.
Don't matter who in front of you. You're not even looking at emotions. You just reciting yells. So, but that's the thing. A lot of us just get caught up in that kind of stuff. So, no, don't waste time, arguing or trying to talk to people that's not willing to listen. But I think it's going to be a great show. A lot of good information. So I hope you guys, really be interacting with us tonight. Again, this is Change Your Life, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden. Make sure you go to the YouTube channel, like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're also on Facebook. We're also on Instagram. On Instagram, it's Deonte_77. In Facebook and YouTube, it's still Change Your Life, hosted by Deonte Burden and everything. We have over 200 videos on the channel and everything. That's been growing, very well, and I appreciate all the support we got. Also, when I'm thinking about it, Mr. Short Dollar has really exploded in the past couple of weeks, and I went on the community page, and I invited everybody over, to check out Change Your Lives. So if you did come check out Change Your Lives, hosted by me, Deonte Burden, on this show, coming from Mr. Short Dollar, I want to welcome you guys to the show. Appreciate you tuning in. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you hit that bell. Okay, guys, now we can go into the show. We're talking about don't waste time arguing with somebody that's not willing to listen. I got a couple points I just want to hit on in regards to that. It's going to be what tonight's show. I got 5 key points that I think that if you follow them, it'll help you in your journey, your task, your situation with dealing with somebody that's not going to be receptive to listen to what you're trying to say. Because like I said, we all go through this with our spouse, with our boyfriend, girlfriend, or we say significant other, our children, our boss, family, and we go through it. And we trying to talk to folks and just like, nah, whatever, they don't want to listen. And it can be affecting you in a way that, can harm them, harm you, harm other people, or to a point where it just can make it where there's no growth or even hurt relationships. And we, like I said, again, we all have done that, and we all can get worked up. Because I just know, excuse me, person myself, you be in a situation where you just trying to talk to somebody, and they're not listening, and people say, well, you just can't talk to them. And it's just so easy to reel that off your mouth, but at the end of the day, you wish it was that simple.
Right.
To
let it go.
To just let it go.
Yeah.
You wish it was and everything. But
Sometimes it's not that simple.
Huh?
Sometimes it's not that simple.
I think most of the time it's not that simple, especially somebody close to you.
Right.
Because you're really trying to get a certain message across to them, man. And if they're not receptive to anything, it's very difficult.
That's true.
It's very difficult and everything. The first tip I want to give you guys in regards to not waste time arguing with somebody that's not willing to listen is, first you got to understand something. You got to know the difference between a fact and opinion. And when you have a communication with some people, people got to understand that, number one, everyone's entitled to how they feel. Me and you talking and stuff like that, however Lab feel, he's entitled to that and everything. And I can't sit here and think he's stupid for feeling how he feel. He shouldn't feel the same way by me. I got to be able to respect that. And that's one of the biggest things I think was hurt a lot of people. People don't want to sit here and just, they figure their way is the right way. And your way may be correct, quote unquote correct. But you just got to understand, like, man, it's just how they clout tick. And ain't nothing you can do about it. Now, if they want a difference of opinion or something like that, you can give it to them. But that's one of the biggest things I think people just understand that, you know, how people feel is how they feel. That's their opinion. But we have to understand that one thing about a fact is irrefutable. That's one thing we can't, a fact is irrefutable. When you, that's what I think people cannot get confused between the point of being a fact and opinion, because you can feel very strongly about opinion that you really haven't dissected.
Okay.
To find out if it's truth or not, or you've been told one thing your whole life, you've seen something your whole life, but that's just what you've seen. You don't know anything else, and you're just basing it on that. And I think that's where a lot of people have a lot of issues, that they don't, they feel so strongly about an opinion that they don't realize that it's not necessarily a fact. One thing I want to suggest that when you think about it, some people just feel strong about things, and they just don't want to look it up. I said, man, you sure about that and everything? Nah, I know.
Right.
Well, how you know? And maybe it's that fear of being wrong, the fear of knowing that whatever they've been doing their whole life, it could be wrong, and people kind of get defensive about it.
They don't want to find out.
No, they don't want to find out.
They want to keep going the same way they going.
No, well, it's a protection mechanism too, and everything. When you can cover yourself and say I believe this or I thought, because you can just when you be proved wrong on some things, now you got to maybe make a change.
Right.
And then you can always say, well, I didn't know. I thought it was this. I want you thinking that we need you knowing.
Right.
And everything, but that's like some people can use that like as a, for defense. I didn't know. Well, I thought it was this. I was always told that. Well, who was you told? Well, my parents, or we always did it this way. But did you ever try to look at it? And it's very, if you know something true, you can't really over concern yourself to prove it if it's not, if it's not has to be proven. And you sitting there, you arguing with a person that really isn't going to be receptive to it, it's going to be very difficult. Like I said, those strong opinions and everything, especially, you hear it all the time with rappers. Who's your favorite rapper? Oh, I tell you a strong one. And Michael Jordan and LeBron.
Right, who the best?
Yeah, who's the best? And people just rolling out numbers and all this kind of stuff. And really, it's just a matter of opinion.
Right.
It's just a matter of opinion.
Which player you like the best? It's up to you.
Exactly.
Right,
food, clothing, music. Who's the best rapper alive? New school, old school, all that kind of stuff. People feel very strongly about their opinions. And, sometimes you get downright disrespectful if someone doesn't agree with them. Are you crazy? How can you believe that and whatever? Like, no, man, it's just that. I don't think that you can probably base the fact that song was made in 86, the song was made in 2020.
Right.
Those were things, but outside of who likes it the best, you can, now if your criteria may be on record sales, who scored the most points, who's blocked the most shots, who scored the most touchdowns, that's a different criteria. But is that, by definition, is that what you're basing on the best? And that's the thing about it. When we say best or greatest or different things, that's a very gray word. But we start saying, okay, they put up these kind of numbers, those are irrefutable.
Right.
So that's why people say, well, some people use numbers, some people use errors, some people use situations. And that's why we have to be very, very careful when we start talking about, strong opinions. That's why I said number one is knowing the difference between facts and opinions. Those strong opinions can always still be refuted.
Right.
A fact we can't dispute it whatsoever. And that's why I think a lot of times people just don't get that point.
Okay.
Again, because your basis for getting to a certain point in mine may be totally different. Especially sometimes people look at women. Well, thick, short, skinny,
Right.
red, dog, and everything. Everything. You hear that all the time. Folks just like, well, she this, where she that. And one guy, I got a buddy of mine, he love skinny women.
Right.
He love them.
Think they the best in the world.
Yeah, and please, this is not a insult to my smaller sisters out here or nothing like that. But he like a man.
Right.
I'm talking about like if they come out Somalia, eating, why them damn Help the Children campaign when they were eating flies and rice. Oh, he probably in hog heaven.
They got to be that skinny.
The sunken face.
Oh my God.
He had a girl in that high school. I just called her Skeletor.
Oh, Lord. That skinny.
He like them bony monies, boy. I tell you, boy. Oh.
That skinny.
Ooh, my dog, boy. Boy, he has not wavered on that either. He has not wavered. He like
Not
them
one bit.
He like them toothpicks, boy.
And if you ask him why, or you tell him, I don't think that's the best, he gonna fight you tooth and nail about
I
that.
tell her that them cheap pencils gonna break easy, boy. Snap.
What do you say about that?
Huh? Crazy. Poochie, you crazy. Poochie crazy. Poochie, you crazy.
Right?
Shout out to my dog. I ain't gonna say your name. He wouldn't give a damn anyway. Number two, we talking about not wasting time or arguing with people who's not willing to listen. The second one is stop trying to help those that haven't asked for it.
Okay.
Now this one is a tricky one because this usually comes to an emotional tie, or you mainly with that emotional tie, or like a situation where you may be someone has some kind of gained interest with a situation where you want to give your opinion, where somebody close to you that you care about, you just saying something because something going on, or you may have some kind of work relationship. This person is a subordinate that works for you, an employee, or y'all got some kind of partnership, so you feel like, okay, I'm compelled to say something because we have some kind of relationship.
Right.
But you got to understand, don't give unsolicited advice. You know those people in your life that want you to, hey, man, grab me and say something to me.
Right.
And you know those ones who don't want to hear it. Now, you can be on the fence, but, like, I'm not for sure, and you might come at them like, hey, man, can I talk to you, if you don't mind, the tactful way of going about it. But, I would, go on the safer side. You got to be careful getting unsolicited advice because what it is you have to be very careful because you don't know what each person, how they're going to receive it or how they're going to react to it and everything. And that's why I will say use that little personal barometer that you have inside of you to say, okay, I know this person is going to be, they're okay when you're talking to them.
Right.
And if you aren't for sure, I'm not going to say not talk to them or do it, but I would go in a roundabout way, hey, man, if you mind me giving my opinion, you might be prepared for the no, I don't want
it. Right.
And everything. And don't take it hard because some people just, I had a friend of mine hit me up the other day with the susu. And, hey, you interested in doing that? I'm like, no, and everything. Then I got asked, why not? So I started giving opinions. And it wasn't I had a problem with the susu, I just didn't want to do it.
Right.
And I was like, well, hey, why don't you try this, that, and that? Because they felt compelled to tell me why I should. And I gave a reason. I said, why not? I was told then, I didn't ask you for that.
Right.
You're not going to get my spirit off.
You throwing the energy around.
Yeah, you just told me about how the tribes and all this other kind of stuff and making my flour and everything. But, once I start saying why I didn't and why they probably could do something different, I'm throwing their spirit off. So that's why I say again, just because sometimes people might want to tell you what you need to do.
Right.
You throw them off, they can't handle that because they've got so channeled in. They may feel like everybody can be analytical and process more than one thing at a time. So once they got the mind focused on something, you got to be kind of aware that they may not necessarily be able to handle a different opinion or a different viewpoint and everything. And it's just that's just some people. You just got to kind of read folks, do a good job of reading them to kind of see who's going to be able to do that. Sometimes they may poke out. That's why I said we got to ask them little field questions, You mind me asking, hey, man,
You got to come softly.
Yeah, if you don't mind, it's just another point of view, just saying. And, if they stop it, they stop you. Just kind of, Be ready for that. Have your skin thick. Be ready for that. But just understand that some folks, they can't handle being corrected. They can't handle that their perceived way isn't the right way.
Mm-hmm.
They just can't handle that and everything. And those folks that like that, man, hell, you just got to know how to deal with them.
Right.
And my best advice to you is just let them be how they are.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't put too much an emotional tie into it. And don't put yourself in a position to get upset, especially if you know a person just is not going to be receptive to that.
Right.
You know, you can care about them, but you got to understand that if they don't see it being broke, they just take all your words of advice and just hate and all this other kind of stuff.
They not going to fix it if they don't see it broke, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right.
And make one damn attempt to even listen to you.
Mm-hmm.
A wise man, by my definition, wants to seek counsel, wants to get difference of opinion and everything like that. But sometimes people, like I said, my friend told me the other day, you know, I'm throwing her spirit off.
Mm.
When you want to know what another person say, you ain't got to move on it.
Right. You just got to get a...
Just get a different angle.
Right.
Damn, I ain't know about that. I ain't think about that. No, I don't hear anything.
Mm.
Well, I said, they did a real good coaching call on your ass. For real. God. Who's your coach? Don't listen to nothing. They gonna lie. They gonna tell you.
They go strong.
Yeah. She got Pastor Smooth blood.
I know, right?
You know, they gonna tell you this. Don't listen.
Right.
Cover your ears.
Take your spirit.
Yeah, take your spirit. Just make sure your money is here. So you gotta be careful, you know, with doing that. Again, it's Change Lives, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden. Well, tonight's show we're talking about don't waste time arguing with somebody that doesn't want to listen. We just went through our first 2 points of that. Now we're at number 3. You know, I got a 5 tips that I want to give to you guys. Number 3 is pick your battles. You have to know really what's worth the stress.
Mm-hmm.
You really got to know what's worth the stress. And you know, everybody knows me. I'm usually saying, you know, lose the battle, win the war.
Mm-hmm.
If you can have somebody have that little, you know, small personal victory to feel okay, they right. Just let them be.
Okay.
Just let them be. If it's something that you have to get corrected, have to make sure it's done and whatever this, that, and that, okay, pick it. But if it's something you like, ain't even worth it, you know what I'm saying? Should you even, you know, should you even get overly concerned doing that kind of stuff like that? Let it damn go.
Right.
Let it go. And that's one of the things we have to, you know, take time to really think about that, because you got to ask yourself, does this point or situation actually concern you?
Mm-hmm.
And that's one thing that's very important, because that person can be somebody close to you, like I said, even like you have some kind of relationship. But if the end result doesn't have any impact on you, you got to just be kind of aware, like, look, man, I ain't finna keep telling you don't be down drinking and driving.
Right.
Look, man, whatever. I'm just telling you, like, shit, they lock you up, that's on you.
Right.
And you just got to kind of pick back. I do think if it's somebody close to you, you do have an obligation to say something to them.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't think you have an obligation to keep on saying something to them, but if you do think it's wrong and somebody close to you, I do think you have an obligation to, hey, man, I think you need to chill with that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, you might want to think about that. After that,
let them have it.
Have at it.
Right.
But overly killing yourself and going into it, no.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be careful. Pick them battles right. Don't. If you know that's something like, man, I'm gonna waste too much time speaking to this person. I know it ain't gonna be nothing to do with. And we know those people.
Mm-hmm.
We know them folks. No, hell no, I don't want it. No. Don't waste no time talking to that damn fool.
Right.
If you something you gotta address it.
But even on something that you have to address, sometimes when you sit back and think about it, you might just say, you know what, it ain't even worth the stress. You get what I'm saying? Once you think about it, like, it ain't even worth the stress. Because like you say, they're not going to be receptive to it anyway. So what's the point?
I absolutely agree with you. Like I said, you know them little moments when, okay, I'm supposed to say something. This is a family member. I'm supposed to say something. And my something may only last 5 seconds. But if you've already talked to them or whatever, you know when to stop. You know, and everything. Because you don't necessarily want to see them about following their face and you seen something could have happened. But if you already addressed it and said something before, you know, no, I wouldn't get into that. And that's very tough for a lot of people because you can have love and feelings and care about folks and stuff for anything to happen to them. You don't really want that stuff to happen. And I think, but that's why I think you got to really be able to pick those battles and everything. And you know when it's something internally in you.
Right.
That first time you like, man, I can't talk to this damn fool. and again, I'm guilty of this.
Right.
I'm guilty of this because a lot. And again, you usually have this with people that's close to you. You just got to know how to pick your battles. You got to.
I think it's harder to step away from a person that's close to you than it is just some stranger because you like. This person should get it. This person should understand where I'm coming from. Try to understand where I'm coming from. But a lot of times they don't.
Well, even if they don't understand, because they a lot of times can't understand because they can't comprehend.
Okay.
But you talking about at least damn listen to you.
Right.
And you still say it 2 or 3 times. It's like, man, and now you can maybe get frustrated at that point. They can't process what you're saying. But the whole point of not listening to you, giving the attempt to take it in, that's the problem. I think more frustrating. Because you can still just throw out a thing. Like me and Willie can go over his homework and I can say, well, I explain this way, explain that way. He still may not get it. But he's still listening to me. But he's just like, my teacher told me do this. That's not what my teacher told me. My teacher said don't listen to my dad. 'Cause my dad's an idiot.
Wow.
That what happened with you? That ever happen, son? Your dad's an idiot.
Listen to my dad.
Yeah, you ain't your damn daddy an F. But that's the thing about it. I think that's probably will strike you a little bit more if that person gonna be receptive. But please be careful when you're picking them battles, okay? Again, this is Change Live, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden. Tonight's show we're talking about don't waste time arguing with somebody that's not willing to listen. This is a touchy one with a lot of folks because again, you have a lot of arguments. Can't happen with a lot of folks when they try to why you doing that? Why you doing that? Just step into that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And that person like, I don't want to hear it. It's a tough one. Like I said, I got that collect call. I done spent all this damn time telling you don't. And I actually abstain, can't drink down in my crib. Can't have no alcohol. Funny part about all that person called a family member the other day. They were out and about. And the person like, man, the person that got the DUI, they got me for a DUI. The other person, where you at now? Just had got me a drink.
Well,
I ain't number one. I ain't had number one.
Right.
I ain't had number one.
But you just got the DUI.
What can you say? What can you say? What can you say? What can you damn say?
You can't say nothing. Really?
I just had one.
Okay.
You can't say a damn thing to them, man. You can't say a damn thing. They I have a dream speech. I made it to the mountaintop. Ain't nothing moving that you can say to that person.
Well.
That's a damn alcoholic. God, dog. I just had one. And the next one we had, number 4, guys, is what are they trying to prove, and they may just, kind of look at you like you're just being wrong. What I'm talking about, I think about, when a person looking at what are they trying to prove in terms of trying to spend time arguing with somebody ain't willing to listen. I think back when I was in the Army. And in the Army, every Thursday in the Army, I don't know about any other military, we got what we call sergeant times training. And what you do is sergeant time training. It's every Thursday, Army-wide, around the world, don't matter. Sergeant time training, starting at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
We go over different things, how to use the M16, how to lay a mine, how to do a tourniquet, how to put the antropine thing in your leg, gas mask, do this, that, different things, just anything military related, have a little training. Sergeant time training every Thursday. And we had a lot of what you call troubleshooters. Some person that might have been a subject matter expert that you giving that class to, they just going to be an ass and just ask you a gazillion questions. Now, you just got the notice maybe the class is every Thursday, maybe that Friday evening or Wednesday morning, that, hey, you got sergeant time on Thursday.
Okay.
See, so you scrabbling, trying to get you a little damn 4 or 5 hour class and together. So it's all going to be all messed the hell up.
Right.
And you got this one all the time. They know everything about the M16,
Mm-hmm.
And when you get in your class, you know, you just all stumbling and bumbling. Well, the M16, shoot bullets.
You pull the trigger.
You know,
Trigger.
you got this. Recoil, air cool, such and such. Feet and shoot this, that, and that. And you got that one fool gonna ask you, well, do you know where it's produced at? Do you know the specific weight? Do you know the specific length?
Right.
Do you know this, that, and that,
How
and
much
everything?
weight with the bullets in
Oh
and
my
out?
God! I will say this is stuff that if you ever have to go to a sergeant's board, you should know this. But damn, man, come on, and will grill you out for whatever reason to make you look stupid, to make them feel esteemed or whatever. But just do it. And when I'm asking this question, is you got to understand the person's angle, why they don't want to listen to you. Is this something that's going to make that can harm them, where they can be looked at upon as being wrong or incompetent, or maybe to defame you and everything. You got to kind of look at what is their angle in terms of that. When we were talking about, again, don't argue and waste time arguing with somebody not willing to listen. What is their end game? Sometimes some people just want you to look bad, and sometimes people just want to keep making themselves look good, and there's no logical damn reason about it. Just coming in like, no, just want, no matter what you say to them, they have some kind of rebuttal that's not to 1% productivity. No matter what it is, just got something to say like, damn, man, why are you grilling me? You see, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Is that what you want me to say? Hands up, don't shoot.
Right.
I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I don't need you reminding me.
Right.
I just got it. But you got some people just want to do that and just argue for whatever's sake. And you're trying to sit here and just, what is the angle of that? And you have to be very careful when you have them kind of conversation, them kind of people. Because you're trying to, get a certain point across or get a certain task made. And no matter what it is, they're just looking at some kind of way to shoot you down. Whatever the hell it is. No, nothing you can do about it. And I just want folks to just ask yourself, why overstress yourself out on something that you know you ain't right about, and it ain't right what they doing. And so you get yourself too worked up about it and everything. You got to just look at, man, they already have an agenda. They're not going to listen to us anyway. Right. It's a lot of times, man, to be honest with you, when you go to your supervisor or something, you got an issue and whatever, by diplomacy, bureaucracy, procedure or policy, they got to listen to you. But they ain't paying no damn attention to what you're saying. They ain't even writing no notes.
They ain't writing no notes, nothing.
Yeah, just okay. Well, you know at that time that the shut the hell up time when your supervisor do this. Well, we got a meeting and everything today. I'm gonna give such and such a call.
Right.
And probably reach out to your supervisor, and then we'll go from there.
We'll try to get this cleared up.
Yeah. Shit, they ain't saying nothing about getting cleared up. Oh. They'll call your supervisor, and that's the end of it, and everything. And just we all been in that position. Like, man, this ain't listening to me.
Many times.
But they got to do it, and just no matter what it is, you got to be kind of careful with that and everything, because you can really go off your key or just talking to somebody, and they're not listening.
Right.
You ever been in a situation you ever talk to somebody and holding a damn cell phone,
scrolling,
looking at something while you're talking?
Yeah.
Woo! God, dog. That's the ones.
Yeah.
Looking at TV, ain't looking at you or whatever. Shit, man. Set me on fire. You got to be kind of careful of that, okay? Some folks want to get you incensed. Some folks want to get you mad. You got to be careful. Don't let nobody, put you in positions like that. Because at the end of the day, you're in control of you, okay?
That's true.
Again, we're talking about not wasting time arguing with people who are not willing to listen. I'm giving you guys 5 pointers to stay on track with that so you don't lose your cool with doing that and everything and stuff, man. Hey, I do want to let you know something loud.
What's that?
When you were telling me about the audio with the mic and everything, you right on it, bro. Smooth, man.
Okay.
Smooth. I said, damn, man. I don't have one of those radio voices and everything. Right, they kind of just sound all melodic, but I was like, damn, man, I sound, yeah, this is smooth, man. Laugh had me thinking, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to the super producer, DJ Lab.
Thank you.
Bad man. But now we're at number 5. Number 5, which is the last one. And it's a simple question you got to ask yourself. when you sit there about to get in this damn great debate with somebody you know don't know what the hell they talking about, you know they ain't listen to you, you know they don't give a damn about what you're saying. And the question is, do you value your time? Do you value your time? One thing about it, I remember this in grad school. This was really pushed. I would think, one thing when you look at it, we look at it, different, currency and money and stuff, and we always pushing time is new currency. Time was more valuable than money for the simple fact you can't get time back
At all.
And
But
so
you
what-
can spend it quick.
Absolutely. And what you have they're pushing so much in business school that businesses were trying to not only spend less money, but do it in less time, being more efficient and being more effective. And that's the new pension. Faster and cheaper. Faster and cheaper. And if people can get that done, that allows them to do what? More items. I got it done quicker, I got it done faster, which give me the opportunity to make more at a cheaper rate. You have to really understand that the value of your time is just like that. Because once you spend time, like you just said, you can't get it back.
Yeah.
It ain't like money. You can lose that money, get it back, but you
Back,
can't
right.
get that time back.
At all. There's
And-
no way to get time back.
Yeah. And you got to be very, very careful about, what's your purpose or what's your reason for entertaining certain things. And a lot of times people they don't value their time enough to understand that. And when you sitting there, you knowing that, hey, look, man, I ain't finna do it. I got other stuff to do. I say what I had to say. If you're going to listen to it, you ain't going to listen to it. I got other stuff to do. And that's a very big maturity point with a lot of us. Because we all are humans. I don't think nobody naturally get in their feelings. You got some emotional people out here, don't get me wrong. They just go off the hiccup every time somebody say something to them. But for the most part, we have triggers that kind of push us off. But when you know, like, look, man, I ain't got time to be wasting, arguing with this person, and you really value your time, I got other stuff to do. Ain't too much can throw you off.
Right.
And that can happen to any one of us, man. We always got to be kind of cool with that. When you value your time, and you value, what you have to do and things going on, there's a lot of stuff you wouldn't get into. Like I said, I think, by obligation, somebody close to you or whatever, even say, work with. I am funny about, you see somebody you work with and they need some help. Hey, man, you might want to do it this way, whatever. And if they say, hey, man, show me cool. If they like, all right, whatever. You said something. I do feel like you're obligated, if you know, to say something. Ain't got to go no further than that. They're not receptive to it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's somebody that you work with.
Somebody you work with, even just say a family member, but you done talked to them before. You don't have to keep repeating yourself.
Okay.
First time, hey, bro, you might want to do it that way. I got it. Okay. Now, would you repeat that again to them or everything like that? No, let it be.
Let it be.
But if it's just like a new situation or whatever and everything, if something is ongoing, I wasn't getting to all that. You know damn well they don't listen. But it's something new, man. You might want to try it this way. Oh, we got it. I had a friend tell me one time, pooch it. I got it.
Oh, okay.
All right, cool. All right, let it be. Then take it personal. Nah, hey, bro, change subject and all that, But that's the thing about it. You have to really value your time and really understand, what would be your big purpose or reason. You can't get worked up if it ain't really going to affect you. If it can affect you and all that kind of stuff, that's different. But just pushing on like, man, this food did this food did that. Guess what that food did? Ain't got nothing to do with you.
Right.
Now, if it does, you still can handle it a certain way, but you can't get
Worked
too
up
wrapped
about
up.
it.
No, hell no. And this for all my brothers out there. And this not mean negatives with females, but I think you can have that. Ain't nothing wrong with not having the last word.
Let her have it.
Let her have it. You can't argue with that woman.
Let her have it.
You can't argue with that woman. Now, I ain't saying let us just disrespect you
Right.
or whatever. But you ain't got to get the last word.
Right.
You ain't. And I think all of us had a moments we like, look, man, you just kind of put me there. Because a lot of times we either at two extremes. We won't give a damn what they say, we ain't paying them attention, or we mad as hell every damn thing they saying.
Right.
And that can be your significant other, somebody, work or whatever, some kind of relationship or whatever going on with them and everything. Personal, professional, whatever. And you got to know how far in that conversation to go.
Right.
Like, this ain't going nowhere. We're going to have to just kind of exit out of this and kind of just go in a different direction. And a lot of times, depending on where you at, it's tough. And I can dig it.
Right.
I can dig it, because you might turn around and get you knee deep in your conversation, saying what you got to say, and they pull out their phone and start scrolling. What? I just said.
Right.
Do you hear me? Yeah.
Right.
What I say? What you said?
What you said.
What the hell? You got to be very careful with that, again, because you can get yourself so worked up trying to do that. So remember, guys, don't be so hell-bent on having the last word. Look at this to Change Your Lives, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden. The night show we talked about. Don't waste time trying to argue with people that are not willing to listen to you, okay? We did, I gave you guys 5 pointers on how to handle people, so you don't get all out of your compass of doing certain things and trying to talk to people who's not willing to listen. Again, like I say, I do think you got some kind of obligation to speak to folks, say something to them. If you got some kind of relationship with them and everything, being working professional, but if you know that type of person they're not going to listen to you from the get-go, I wouldn't necessarily be overly concerned with it. But, say what you got to say, and but be kind of mindful and everything like that, because at the end of the day, you want to help somebody, but you also want to protect your sanity as well. But the 5 tips I gave is, number 1, know the difference between a fact and opinion. Number 2, stop trying to help those who haven't asked for it. That's a huge one, okay? No unsolicited advice. The third one being, pick your battles. Know when to have these conversations and know when not to have them. And those people that you don't need to have those conversations with. Number 4, you got to be, you got to know what this person is trying to prove. Are they trying to, boost themselves up? They're trying to, defame you or anything like that? You got to know what's their angle. You have to know what their angle is. And then number 5, which I think is the most important of all, do you value your time? Because if you value your time, a lot of conversations and stuff you just ain't going to get into. Mm-hmm. No matter what's said, we just not going to talk about it, because they ain't going to listen to me. I got stuff to do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got sanity. I got health and stuff I got to protect. We're just going to stop it right there. Okay. And everything. And those, if you follow those 5 tips, when dealing with people that's not willing to listen to you, or, and they want to argue or have some kind of rebuttal, I think it'd be a lot smoother, because, again, we're all human. Mm-hmm. And one thing that we all want to do is that's be respected. Right. And you don't want to be disrespected when you're trying to help someone, or you're trying to sit here and just even help yourself. Mm-hmm. Because you just talk to somebody and you give somebody the opportunity to say everything on their chest. And as soon as you say something that's the least different from what they feel, I don't want to hear it no more. You a dumb. No, man, just it's what it is. Mm-hmm. And, in conclusion, I just want everybody to kind of be very mindful of that, because I did one of my Monday motivations is people got to know how to agree to disagree. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times people damage relationships and everything because they don't want to respect other people's, viewpoint on things. And everybody want to make sure they point. Nobody wants to get rejected. Nobody want to get denied. Nobody want to get told they wrong. Nobody does, unless you're seeking, an answer. Mm-hmm. But when you feel strongly about something, like we were just talking about, those strong opinions, you think that shit is right. Mm-hmm. Right? You think it's right. And now if you ever try to, do any kind of research to kind of refute it, probably not. Have you asked around to kind of get any kind of guidance or counsel to get more information? Probably not. And we talked about that. If it's, protect themselves and right. Not, whatever their reason is, they haven't. But you have to make sure that you don't hurt a relationship with someone, like I said, be it family, business, work, whatever, because you want to be right. Mm-hmm. In the grand scheme of things, if it's not going to if you said what you had to say and they had to say what they had to say, if it's not going to be too beneficial and it could be more detrimental or whatever, let it go. Mm-hmm. Let it go. Just let it go. Because at the end of the day, if you're going to get into this super debate with somebody that's not willing to be, I don't want to say just an adult, but open-minded enough to say, no, that's how he feel, that's how I feel. We're just going to agree to disagree. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times it comes down, it's not sometimes a person right or wrong. Both of y'all might have facts. It's just really what's applicable to that particular person. And that's the beauty of life. We all got different kind of vantage points on how we see things and stuff. And it really just come down, if another person is gonna be, mature enough, I won't say, we'll just leave it mature. I won't say smart enough to understand that, hey, through they lenses and they experience in life, that's how they see it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they figure it out. Now, again, the facts we can't, irrefutable.
Right.
But if a person not even willing to listen to facts, who the hell are you?
Right.
Who the hell are you? You can't. There's nothing you can say, nothing you can do to change that, right? So you got to make sure that you look, you wasting good
Summers.
oxygen. Summers. There you go. Trying to see
good summertime.
Yeah. Trying to just sit here and have this debate with this person that's not gonna see the word you do. So
all them summer minutes ticking away.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
man. That's what I'm talking about and everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed the show. What we're talking about again. Don't waste time arguing with somebody who's not willing to listen. Guys, I also want to remind you guys again, check your boy out. I'm not for sure. I asked my brother, Big Chris, the other day, hey, are we gonna stream live with the event? And they don't know yet. They don't know yet. So I know that's a question that people are going to be asking about that. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure it'll be recorded that we can post later.
Right.
But actually, if we're going to be streaming live or not, I don't know. But I do want to remind everybody, check us out. Me and my brother from BMU, Black Men United, we're going to have that candid conversation where your boy be talking to the finance section. So y'all get to check Mr. Short Dollar live. Make sure you come check us out. We're going to be at 2051 Metropolitan Parkway. That's Atlanta, Georgia, 30310. Again, that's brother from BMU, Black Men United, candid conversation. Be me talking to finance and another brother. I'm sorry. I ain't never met this brother before.
Okay.
But he's a brother. He's going to be talking about law.
Okay.
So I got that right.
Got that right.
My brother Willie Niles. Willie has really been pushing that we need to do other things besides my bright ideas of getting out turkeys and chicken. And but Willie, what's up, DL? Boy, Darryl Long. Appreciate you tuning in, brother. Willie really pushed it in terms of doing that. And I want to give a shout out to Willie Niles. Matter of fact, I think that's Willie's office. We have him there somewhere in the area of his office of being more and more active in the community. I'm a little bit more of the mentor side and everything, and I think some other brothers have a little bit more, maybe a little bit more with some of the militant stuff. Mm-hmm. So we always find a happy medium. I love them guys, and I appreciate them brothers with that because we always find a good way to compromise. So it was just something that we needed because we have so many people that are preaching financial literacy and knowing the law. You see all these videos. You see the guys get pulled over. Am I being detained? I being detained. Next thing you know, the officer busting the glass and dragging them out. And here's the funny part about it. It's just that, most of y'all don't know the damn law.
Right.
And at the end of the day, I think a lawyer, it doesn't matter. They're going to give them what they want. And a lawyer, it's probably like, okay, let me set this damn fool up. Mm-hmm. Let him do wrong so I can sue the hell out of him. Mm-hmm. But, we got these penitentiary lawyers that sit here like, hey, man, I know my rights. You can't be doing this, that, and that. Arguing with somebody. And like I gave the example many times, they lock you up, put your car in the impound and everything. Then you got to get bonded out, get your car to impound. God forbid you got something wrong with your paperwork. Mm-hmm. Try to, get everything straight with your job. Depending on the severity of it, you might have to get an attorney, go fight it. Is that really worth it to prove your rights?
Right.
You can just give them the stuff, go down the next day, depending on what time they might have got you in the morning, and put a complaint in. If it's just as severe, find your lawyer or yourself. Just file, you can file a civil suit. Everything don't have to be won right down the side of the road.
Right.
Everything has to be won on the side of the road, and that was one of the biggest things, you hear. I know Mr. Farrakhan was he had a video about that. Like, man, look, I ain't finna die on the side of the road.
Right.
I'll give you what you need to get. Mm-hmm. Like what we just said, win the battle. Lose the battle, win the war.
Right.
Give you what you need. And we take care of the other stuff later through, the way we're supposed to take care of it.
Right.
If I got to sue you, I got to do all this other kind of stuff. Now, again, can they get you flim-flam with trying to do that? It's possible and everything. But we definitely know what we're not going to do is sit out here and get our ass, get beat, tased, all this other kind of stuff, get punched in the face while they hollering, "Stop resisting!
Right.
Stop grabbing me! Your hands are all in the air." They kicking you in the face and everything.
Right.
Ain't that something? Ain't that something?
They gotta say stop resisting for that camera.
Oh my God, your hands be all. I ain't resisting. You got me handcuffed. Stop resisting. They kneeing you in the face.
Yeah.
We not finna do that.
Yeah.
Here, man, say everything you got to say.
Right.
And call it. But that was one of the things. Just being smart enough to do that. But I'm interested in hearing what that brother has to say too, and everything and stuff like that, because everybody has different opinions and stuff. But that is one thing I think about. I look at a lot of them attorneys. They look at it like, let me set them up so I can sue them. As opposed, we just like we want to show we know our rights.
Right.
When you know your rights, you trying to set the trap so you can get some more money. But again, I'll be giving my spiel in terms of just personal finance and stuff like that. But yeah, that's a question that we just want to kind of give back.
Okay.
Had different forms and just do the session and everything.
Is this free?
Yeah, it's free.
Just
It's
walk
free.
on in.
Yeah, just walk on in.
Okay.
Walk on in, enjoy yourself and everything. Again, we're gonna have
Y'all gonna have snacks and drinks?
we were talking about. Wait, let's
asking because somebody gonna ask.
Oh, good question. We were talking about that today and everything like that. I think refreshments are going to be served.
Okay.
A lot of my brothers are Afrocentric, so I don't necessarily know what you're going to be eating. So go on there.
But some gonna be there, right?
Yeah, don't go on there expecting no pate. Don't stay. Don't go on there expecting that stuff.
Right.
Just letting you know. And everything. But now it's gonna be the brothers of BMU. I'm proud to be part of them and everything. I can tell you that you're gonna be a room full of a lot of brothers that love their community, love their people, and it's open to anybody. You white, Hispanic, you can come too. Get you some information. Mr. Short Dollar know it all. When I'm talking about green. Yes, sir. So I'm excited about it and everything. But definitely, please come out there again. That's gonna be the Saturday, August 1st, from 4 to 7 p.m. BMU Candid Conversation. And I got a financial piece. It's going to be at 2051 Metropolitan Parkway in Atlanta, zip code 30310. Okay? So, again, just come check us out. Make sure you tune in to Mr. Short Job Changing Lives next week. Again, thanks for all the love and support you guys have been giving us with both channels. And, go to Mr. Short Dollar also. Got a lot of videos on there. Man, the station been blowing. On Mr. Short Dollar, we talk about personal finance, business, entrepreneurship, and real estate investing. Man, I got this one video, like I said before, I put the lease into it, and I've got over 10,000 views. Well, I asked, did you get your stimulus? You turned for the PPP or NIDA loan. It just went crazy and stuff like that. And but again, man, I love helping people, love giving out information and stuff like that. So if you need help, got any questions or anything like that, hit me up. Again, we're near the deadline for the free advice, so go on and book it. Take advantage of it and everything. We may extend it, I'm not, but I can tell you right now it's there. So go on and book it. Again, just thanks. I really appreciate you guys for just tuning in and supporting me, supporting Misfits Radio, Misfits Media Group, and all the other channels here and everything. We're a big family here. We got a growing station. We got some great shows on here and stuff like that. So, if you're supporting me, please support my Misfits Media, Misfits Radio family and everything. Because any kind of show you want, we got on there and everything. So make sure you're tuning in. Looking them also up on YouTube. Looking them also up on Facebook and Instagram as well, okay? You guys take care of yourself. I'm going to see you next week. Love you guys, and thanks again. Bye.